Hello, my lovely friends. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Melissa, or Missa. Welcome to the channel. Today we are having a wee Alska peach, mango and lime premium cider from Aldi, which is delicious. Let me just tell you that. Hey, it's a Saturday night. Okay, it's 5 o'clock. Is it? What even time is it? Almost 5 o'clock. So today, as you can see with the title, I will be talking you through the 10 palettes that I would keep if my whole makeup collection was to disappear and I could only keep 10. This is from Angelica. I'm sure other people have done it too, but hers is one I watched the most recently, and also a few sausages tagged me and asked me to do it. So I thought, okay, easy enough to do. I'll sit and film it. So that's what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna talk about them not really in any particular order. This was actually very easy for me. I thought it might be hard, but it wasn't, because I just know what palettes I adore with my whole being. So yeah, we're just going to talk about them. I just feel like I need to get my hair out the road. It's annoying me. Oh, Little House on the Prairie. So we're going to start. And the first one is the one that I'm actually wearing on my eyes right now, which is my Carnival XL Pro. I did go in with a little bit of pigment, obviously, for that lovely sparkle, but this is the main star of the show on my eyes, which is my Carnival XL Pro by BPerfect. Mine is very well loved. I mean, I don't know what to say. I've used this in 10,000 videos. People unsubscribe to me because I use this too much. It's like my favourite palette on planet Earth, along with the other 10 we're going to talk about. But its sister palette, the Carnival 3 Love Tahiti, is also absolute favourite. By the way, if it's really noisy outside, I can only apologise. There's some kind of like festival thing in Alloa today. Like there's been bagpipers, crowds, this crazy big tall lady, like as tall as the buildings, walking through Alloa, and it's really freaky, and I think I'm going to have nightmares tonight. But yeah, if you hear stuff, that's what it is. I do apologise. Yeah, Carnival 3 Love Tahiti. Amazing. Look at it. This one's actually a lot newer than the XL Pro, and I've still managed to hit pan on so many shades in here. It's actually a bit shocking to me, but yeah, absolutely wonderful palette. Can't recommend them enough. It's sitting out, so it's got a wee bit dusty. I've not really been playing with makeup recently, like the past few weeks at all. But anyway, these two, easy. Didn't even need to talk about them. You know they're favourites. Then for something very inexpensive, but it won't be a shock, especially if you're a sausage, my Technic Matte Smoky palette. This is like £3 on Amazon. It's greys, and I do black smoky eyes almost every single day now because I find them so easy and I feel like I just look kind of cool. So this is invaluable to me. It doesn't have a black in it, so you do need to add a black, but apart from that, this palette is perfect. I've hit pan, and then Technic reposted me like a look that I'd done using this, and then I was like, oh man, I love it so much, I hit pan, and then they sent me 2 new ones as backups, which is really nice of them. But I'll finish this one off before I use them. Yeah, this is just so inexpensive, but it's wonderful. You don't really need the Natasha Denona if you have this, unless you really want the silver and the black. But yeah, this on its own, I just love it so much. Just add a black eyeshadow and you're done. Then I've got my beloved, I say quite an OG palette for me, like I've had this for so long. This is my Dose of Colours Friendcation. I'm not sure if they still make it anymore, or if you can even still get it, but this would never leave my collection. There's actually a couple of limited edition ones in this video, which is quite unusual for me. Usually I get rid of limited edition makeup, but there's some that I would just never get rid of. This has me covered if I want to do browns, which is very rare, but if I do want to do them, then I've got this. And obviously this colour is what made me buy the whole palette when I very first saw it, but I love it all. To be honest, I never actually reached for this shade here, or this raspberry one. But apart from that, this is like, this would never leave my collection. Like if I dropped this and broke it, I would try and buy a new one immediately just to have it back in my collection. My voice is a bit husky right now, by the way. So if you're awfully turned on by the sound of it, I don't blame you. It's very sexy. Okay. Then I've actually got 5 Beauty Bay palettes in this, so I'll save them all for last, will I? We'll talk about the last one, which is my Urban Decay Moondust. This palette is just so special to me. It was one of my first like high-end palettes I ever got, and then a Hit Pan finished it completely, and then this one was gifted to me as a backup. It's very special to me, not because it was gifted, although obviously that's like so nice, but the quality of this palette is just so stunning. They're like toppers, but I don't know, there's just something about the quality of them that I just love. Like, say if you're doing like a green smoky eye or a pink or blue or whatever colour you're using, just like dab this over the top with your finger and it just adds instant sparkle and shine. It's, I mean, let me swatch Vega. Did I already swatch that one? I don't know, and I don't care. They're just absolutely stunning. I would never get rid of this palette either, because I just think it is the bee's knees, and yeah, it's special to me. So I love my Moondust, wouldn't get rid of it. I'm looking in my monitor and there's so many palettes behind me that I adore so much, like my Huda Mercury Retrograde, my Lunar Beauty, my new Glam Light. But I had to be brutal with this. So I've actually got 5 Beauty Bay palettes now. That is a testament to how good their eyeshadows are. Like, they are so good. So first up is my beloved Little Pastels. Mine is so used and abused and loved. You see that? It's just fantastic quality. In fact, today I used a little bit of my Utopia palette, which is the newer one that they've released. Look at that. The newer one that they've released, and I loved it so much. So I mean, maybe in an upcoming favourites that would be in it, but I've not really used it enough to know. But this is just so easy, because whenever I do bright looks I will always go to this palette to help me blend them out. Like today even I used a tiny bit of the yellow just to blend the edges of this, make it look seamless. Does it look seamless? I don't know, but to me at the time it did. So yeah, pastels. This often goes on sale for like £6. Just grab it. It's only a tenner full price, but grab it. Then, talking of limited edition, my Beauty Bay, is it Book of Magic? I always want to say Book of Spells, Book of Magic. I gave mine away to one of my sausages, and then I saw Daniela was getting rid of hers, so I immediately asked if I could have it. So I have it back in my collection now, for the second time. This is all of my blues, purples, green needs met. Like, I used to have obviously the Jeffree Star Blue Blood, don't have that anymore, but then I had a gap in my collection of blues, and this filled it up. It's, I don't know how to describe it, it's just honestly the most perfect palette. I mean, I'll swatch some of the Shim Shims just so you can see them. I mean, they made this limited edition, which was really stupid of them, but I understand. No, I don't. They made a limited edition, it was stupid. They need to bring it back, because the quality is just chef's kiss. Then these are all gonna fall off and smash. Sunset Horizons. If you didn't know, another favourite kind of look for me is like purples into oranges into yellows. That's what this does for me. It's just fantastic. Like purple into orange into yellow, bit of pink in the middle, bit of this blue shim on the lid. What more could I want? It's like one of my go-to looks if I'm trying to look nice, basically. I'll swatch some. Sorry about that boy racer. He obviously has a really small willy. There's some swatches. Sausage is doing a poo in the litter box. Fantastic quality. I think this one's still available. I would grab it while you can. It's only £15. Again, often goes into sale. I really like the size of these. I do feel like they're like fairly travel friendly, and I'm kind of getting a wee collection now, because I've also got like the new Wilderness, and I had the is it Romance one, but I didn't really love it. So yeah, I just love having wee collections of the same thing. And then this one won't be a shock. It is my Mitchell, Me, Myself and Mitchell palette. You cannot get this anymore. People sell them for like extortionate amounts of money, and I don't know, I don't like when people jack up the prices just because it's like limited edition, but hey, it's what people do. This is my beautiful one. This is a new one. Amy gave this to me for my birthday as a replacement for my old one, which I don't know if I smashed it or if it was just like on its last legs. I don't remember, but I think she just sent me this to have a backup, and so it still looks pretty new, but I have used it a lot. Often On days when I'm not filming, I'll just throw this on because it's so easy to use. Again, the quality is just phenomenal. The colour story is just perfection. You've got all your cools and neutrals, and you've got your warms, your happy place, you know what I mean? It's just, in fact, I haven't even used some of these. That's amazing. It's just beautiful. Also, the pan sizes work really well as blushes, like the yellows, the mustards, the pinks, whatever you want. Use them as blushes as well. Use all your eyeshadow palettes as blushes. Okay, that's my biggest tip in the world, is all of your eyeshadows can be blushes if you want them to be. And then last up is another one. This went on sale recently on Beauty Bay. They had it in the outlet for 40% off. Potato. Darling. And then they had an extra 20% off, so it went down to £11 for this whole palette. So this is a Beauty Bay Bright Mattes. It is what it says on the tin. It's Bright Mattes. I like that it's all colour coordinated in rose. If I'm doing like a pink look, I know I can just grab this and use all the pinks or the yellows or blues or whatever. It's fantastic. So it's got a black, it's got a white, pigmented. I mean, I should probably swatch a couple, shouldn't I? Pigmented. It all blends really easy, and it's just a happy time. Every time I use it, I never have any complaints about this palette. So yeah, that's my number 10 on my list, but they're also, like, they're not in any particular order. This was so easy to film and so fast to film. That's my 10. That's my pick. I'll link them all below if you want to check them out, like the ones that I can. Tell me what your top 10 are, or if you can't be bothered typing that much, tell me what your top 3 are in the comments down below. And are you shocked at some that I've mentioned or some that I've left out? Do let me know. I always go and edit it and I'm like, oh, dang it, that palette that I really loved and I forgot to add it in. But I'm very happy with my selection. So yeah, that is it for today. Thank you, Angelica, for letting me steal your video. Even though you don't know, but I'm stealing it. Go and check out her video, obviously, but she's like super duper famous, so you probably already have. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell. I've never said that once in my life. Hit the notification bell. I'm just getting confused because I've not filmed in a while. I also have a cold. Life's stressful. It's not really, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to take my makeup off and go to bed and watch movies because I do actually feel like I'm getting sick. What is going on? Anyway, I'm going to piss off, have a lovely day, and I hope I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye!